Looking back now, I can always see that I was always called for more. Hi, my name is Aubreana, and my walk with Christ has been a journey. I've always had a love for music and my guitar since a young age. To me, my guitar was my way to express myself, my emotions, my experiences. So I was always born in a Christian household. So I was used to going to church and I was used to hearing of the gospel. And so from a early age, I'd known of God. But I felt like it wasn't until recently I got to know who he actually was. So growing up, I dealt with a lot of loss. My father passed when I was 13, 14, and I feel like it was the first time I struggled, and the first time I realized that everything in my life wasn't going to be perfect. And it made me get a mentality that nothing good in my life was ever going to stay. I chased after love. I chased after anything that could give me a sense of purpose, anything that could make me feel valuable. And because of that, I changed myself for what other people wanted me to be. I acted different. I liked different things. I just wanted to feel that I was enough for anybody because I feel like I wasn't enough to God. And the more I tried, the more I just felt more empty, and the more I just wanted to feel loved. And in those moments when I was alone and when I felt like I lost everything, I looked at the cross. And for once in my life, I didn't have to chase anything because he came running to me. And he brought back my love for music. So every time I walk on that stage, it's not a performance to me, but it's an offering, a thanksgiving, a way that I can reflect and just remember everything he brought me through. And the thing about God is that he's not waiting for you to be perfect. He's waiting for you to realize that you're never going to be, and that the only person that's going to be perfect in your life is him, because he was the perfect sacrifice. And one thing that I feel like I learned with God is that nothing else can fill me up. Only he can. The Colossians 2:10 says that through Christ we've been brought to fullness. And I feel like a lot of us, especially in our generation, we just want to feel full. And we try to look to other things. I looked to other things. I looked to people, to things that I watched, to things that I consumed, just to make me feel full. But the truth is, the more I filled myself up with that, the more I became empty. And the only thing that ever satisfied me or ever made me feel like I was important or enough was God. I didn't have to be this perfect image, this perfect Christian. I remember one time when I was beginning to give my life to Christ, I remember just praying to him. And for the first time in a while, I felt like I had a dad, and I felt a fatherly love that I wasn't used to for so long. And I think that's what a lot of people get wrong about God, is we think that he's just this God in the clouds who just hates us, who's looking down on us, who's remembering every single mistake we made. But the truth is that he's a father, and that he loves us. And in the moment I came running to him, he came running back to me faster. And instead of condemning me, he came with me with open arms. And with him, I felt like a daughter. I hadn't felt that way in a long time. And so since that night, I just never came back. Nothing else is going to make your pain go away. Nothing else is going to make those long nights go away but him. And so I would go through all of it again if it means I could just be in the presence of my dad. And that's something I want everyone else to feel, because I've never felt such joy, such love. I never felt as special as I did in that moment. And so for those who are broken, I would say that it's not your job to put yourself back together. It wasn't my job. You weren't made for that. You weren't made to carry those burdens by yourself. You weren't made to hold that weight in your heart. And I feel like sometimes in our brokenness, we want to fix it. We want to act like we're this perfect person, or that we're strong enough to carry it. But true strength starts with a step. And the first step is sometimes laying it down. That's where true strength comes. And that's when breakthrough came for me. Breakthrough didn't come when I tried to act like everything was fine. Breakthrough didn't come when I was trying to be strong and try to solve all my problems. Breakthrough came is when I let it go and I let him take control of my life. And the truth is, God has already carried that weight. Jesus carried that weight on that cross. He prepared that cross for him. He prepared his own cross for us, for me, and for you. I want everyone else to know that they're worthy of Jesus' love, not because of our actions, but because he calls us to be worthy.